I am so grateful and so happy that I did end up choosing TSU, especially in HBCU, period, like, period. Hey y'all, it's Jurnee here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on why I chose to attend the Tennessee State University. Let me put a little in it. The Tennessee State University. The Tennessee State University. Ding. Yeah, so I'm here to tell y'all why I chose to attend TSU and everything that came along with that. So we finna get into some things. So to start this whole story off on like really what aided in me choosing Tennessee State University, we have to like totally take it back. Like, so y'all can understand. We're gonna go a little into my childhood so y'all can really understand like what made me choose TSU, especially in HBCU, all of that. To start, I'm from Michigan. So I lived in Detroit until I was about 6 going on 7, like about, you know, around that age. So we moved to the suburbs. Yeah, you know, like when you leave Detroit, like at that time when people was leaving Detroit, like if you went to another area and it was a nicer area, it was like, oh yeah, that's the suburbs. I don't know, like suburbs. So yeah, so I left, well, the family, we picked up and we moved to the suburbs. I don't really want to say where I live now because, you know, I don't want people knowing all my business, all that. So, but yeah, we moved and I started school basically in a predominantly white area. So it was definitely a better education, but white people, like, you know, just white people. So when I first got to like, when I was doing elementary school in the area that I'm in right now, it was like, you know, when you take a kid out of Detroit, for my instance, like, you know, I still acted a little different from them. And so I remember like certain things I would say, they'd be like, huh? Or like certain music I would listen to, they'd be like, what? Like, you know, stuff like that. Like it was little things. But I've noticed that over that time, I started to slowly adapt to them because that's all I was around. Like I was just around white people. Like in my classes, let's say like, okay, there's 2 first grade classes. In my class, it might have been myself and 1 other black person. And then the next class, like the second class, we probably only had 1 other black person or 2 other black people. So y'all get the picture, not a lot of black kids. So that was elementary school. Middle school, baby. Middle school, I'm gonna see if I can find some pictures. I don't wanna like really put myself out there that bad, but yeah. Those are sad times. Like, let me tell y'all, I'm so happy I chose the HBCU. So happy. But middle school, I had no black friends. Like my bad, not freshman year of middle school, 7th grade of middle school. We started middle school at 7th grade. So I kind of want to say like where, but at the same time, okay, I guess I can say it. I went to school in Fraser. So I went to, if anybody knows of Fraser, Michigan. So I went to school in Fraser. I didn't live in Fraser, but I went to school in Fraser. So I went to Richards Middle School, and at that school, like 7th grade, only white friends, literally only white friends. Like I was one of them, y'all. Like I was one of them. And then it was like the black kids, like some of the girls, like they thought I was too good to hang with them. Like, and it wasn't that. I just really felt like, you know, I was around white people for so long, like at my elementary school, that I didn't think I really fit in with the black kids. So somehow I got like a couple black friends. But then when 8th grade came, I got a lot more black friends. So it was like, you know, really getting into it, starting to get to know them better, starting to hang out with the black kids. Like, it sounds funny, like it sounds stupid, but this is really how it went. So yeah, 8th grade, I was hanging out with a lot more black kids. Once high school came, I noticed my white friends, like, it was like they didn't want to be friends no more. Like, I could see them down the hall and they would not speak. And y'all know, like, I'm just that type of person. Like, I could speak to people, but then the one time I don't speak and I notice that they don't speak either, like, not just white people, like anybody. When I notice, like, they don't speak either, it's like, oh, cool, then we just not gonna speak no more, because if I gotta speak for you to talk to me, then we don't gotta speak. So that's how I am in all situations. So when I noticed, like, people wasn't really talking no more, it was like, dang, all we did was go to high school, like, y'all don't want to speak. So yeah, like, next thing you know, I had only black friends. Yeah, high school is when I got back to my black group. Like, of course I still had some white friends here and there, but majority black friends at that point. It still wasn't a lot of us at the school. I'm gonna see if I can find like a graduation picture that showed like the majority of us black kids. Like, if I do, it might be right here. Right here. Somewhere right there. Ding. I don't know. But yeah, so y'all get the picture of the history right now. So y'all get that. Basically, I grew up in a predominantly white area. So from there, when it came to junior year of choosing college, is junior year. So I really didn't know what I wanted to do in school. I thought I wanted to go to school for like fashion merchandising and marketing at first. So I was looking at a school. I like Chicago, so I was looking at a school in Chicago. But then I'm like, and a school in California too, FIT or whatever that's called. But then I started to realize, what if I don't like this? I don't want to be stuck at a fashion school. Like, you know, what if I want to go to school for something else and I can't switch unless it's just fashion? So I didn't want to have to deal with going to a whole new school. That's doing too much. So I'm like, okay, nah. I knew I didn't want to go to school in Michigan because I don't like Michigan like that. It's cold. I wanted to get away from all of the people in Michigan, and I just don't like it. So no, couldn't do it. So all the schools in Michigan, the only school in Michigan that I would have considered was Michigan State. That's the only school. Michigan State, like, I just know, like, I just feel like Michigan State, that's kind of where it's at. Like, if you in Michigan, I feel like you gotta go to state. But who knows? I don't know. I don't really care because I don't go there. So regardless, I chose not to go to a school in Michigan. So then it came to me realizing, like, Clark, Atlanta. Like, I want to go to Atlanta. Like, I wanted to go to Atlanta. So I was looking at Clark Atlanta University. This is when I started to realize, like, how HBCUs be. Because Clark Atlanta, honey, they was playing me. So I did the application for Clark Atlanta. It was like a $35 application. I paid, remember this, I paid for Clark Atlanta. I did the whole application. I did everything I had to do. So Clark Atlanta kept sending me emails saying, like, I never paid for my application. So they was trying to say I never finished the application. Now, it's like, some people might think like, oh, 35, whatever, just pay it again. No, because it was like, I knew I paid that. I'm not gonna pay for nothing again, and I knew I paid it. And on top of that, who just got money growing from trees? Like, that's a lot. I don't care. No, that's a lot of money. That's like, if I paid again, that's however much I'm losing. No, I'm not finna do that. So I'm just like, okay, I'm waiting it out. Mind you, I have family in Tennessee now. So I'm moving to Tennessee State. So I have family in Tennessee. My mom had been telling me, you should apply to Tennessee State. You should apply there. You know, family wants you to go to Tennessee State. And I'm like, ugh, like, that school just looks lame. Like, anytime I would look up like hashtag TSU, Texas State, you know, some whatever, they think they're TSU, they're not though. But Texas Southern, I don't know, whatever it's called, I don't know, but they be trying to use TSU hashtag and they're not TSU. But back to the story. Anytime I would search that up, it was not Tennessee State coming up. It was other stuff, which made me think that maybe TSU was lame. And I was searching that up on Twitter. And it was just like, I never heard nothing about TSU. It didn't seem like it was popping, like, which is the sad part about it. But Clark Atlanta, like, I heard a lot about Clark, knew a lot about Clark. It seemed like Clark was popping. So I was just like, Every time she said something about TSU, I'm like, girl, I'll apply. I was just like, I'll apply, but I really don't want to go to TSU. Like, no, I just wanted to be at Clark. And my parents was just kind of like, they wasn't having that. Like, they did not want me at Clark because I don't have family in Atlanta. I have family in Tennessee. So a lot of family in Tennessee. My grandparents are here in Tennessee. So I'm just like, oh my God, like I really do not want to go to TSU, but I'll just apply there. So basically, I applied. Y'all, TSU accepted me like that. Like they accepted me so freaking fast. I'm like, oh my God, like dog, I'm still sitting here waiting on Clark, and Clark is playing with me. Like Clark is trying to tell me that I never applied, basically. So that was in that wasn't junior year, my bad. I said junior year earlier, that was senior year. So that was like first semester of senior year. So around like October, November, that time, somewhere around that time. So fast forward to about January. Clark Atlanta sends me an email basically saying that I made the wait list. Mind y'all, I told you, so this is the HBCU thing because they be messing stuff up. So mind y'all, I told you, they were sending me emails forever saying that I never applied, basically, saying that I never finished the application, saying that I need to pay again. But then they tell me I'm on the wait list. Don't make no sense. So that was a huge red flag for me. So I'm like, mind you, y'all, I only applied to Clark Atlanta in Tennessee State University. Like I didn't apply anywhere else. Those are the only schools I applied to. So Clark says I'm on the wait list. I'm like, what? Like the wait list? That's crazy. Like, okay. But at that point, I was just pretty much settled on TSU because I said those were the only schools that I applied to. So I was just settled on TSU at that point because they said I was on the wait list. I wasn't really playing with their BS no more. So moving on, I can't remember which month this is. It could have been whenever TSU sends out housing. So I'm not sure if it was like March or April-ish, but this is my senior year and TSU had said that it was time to do housing. So it was a $100 fee for housing at TSU. And it was just like, I hadn't heard nothing from Clark. So my mom just paid for my stuff for TSU. So at that point, it was like, oh, I'm committed. Like I'm really at TSU because I put some money down. We don't play about money. That's $100. So, so basically that meant I was at TSU. I was gonna be there in the fall of 2017. So I'm like, oh my God, I really did not want to go here, but I guess it just is what it is. Y'all, when I tell you 2 days, literally 2 days after I paid housing for TSU, Clark Atlanta literally sends me something in the mail, like an acceptance packet in the mail saying that I was accepted to Clark. But let me tell y'all what they was doing. Let me tell y'all, I don't know what this was, but they said I was accepted, but that I had to pay the housing deposit in like a couple days. I think they was only giving me like 3 days because they were saying it was like last minute, but they were saying that the deposit was $400. Who? 400? Who? No. So that blew me. Like that blew me. When I heard that, when I saw that $400 on that acceptance letter, I said, oh no ma'am, no ma'am. So basically, I just threw Clark to the side. Like, no, I'm not going here because they playing, for lack of better words, they're playing. They're doing too much. I don't like all that. Like, for me, I don't like no messy stuff. Like, you need to have it right when you come into me with something, like, especially something that's serious at school that you put a lot of money into. That's just such a turn off. Like, for a school to be telling you to pay more money, and then they're telling you on the wait list. Now they're giving you an acceptance letter, but telling you got to pay $400 by a couple days. Like, that was a huge turn off. So I'm like, nope. I'm just stick with TSU. At first, I was contemplating though, y'all. Like, I had me a little job. I was thinking like, maybe I'll just pay this on my own. I'm like, nah, girl, that's too much money to pay on your own. So basically, I just decided to stick with TSU. So it was like the summer was coming, and I knew we had like freshman orientation. I'm like, oh my God, like, let me tell y'all something. TSU, like, I'm TSU 21, so I'm a junior right now. So, well, I'll be going into my senior year. I graduate in 2021. So basically, there was a lot of group meets that were started up, and I'm just not that type of person. I don't like to text. I don't like to tell you too much about my life if I don't know you. Like, that's just me. I think that's weird. Like, and maybe it's the people saying it's an up north thing. Like, well, I'm in the Midwest, but you know, anything above the South, people just say it's the North. So I don't know if that's what it is, but I don't like people all up in my business. Like, and I don't like telling people stuff and I don't know you. So these people will be in these group meets, like, doing anything, telling anything, like making like friends and just telling them their whole life. Into me, I wasn't finna do all that. That's just not me. So I don't make friends that easily. Like, I kind of gotta test, like, I gotta look at you like, when I be meeting new people, I be kind of like, let me like watch them a little bit. I don't like all that new stuff around me too much. So yeah, I really wasn't that quick. And on top of that, I'm also like, I'm an introvert, so I'm a little bit more shy, but going to college definitely it took that away. Like, I'm not that shy no more. Like, I am. Sometimes you just have to know how to push through the shyness. So I know how to push through it. Like, the whole time I do be shy. So I just be like, I'm not really feeling making all these friends right now. So people had group meets going. I really wasn't talking to people. I would talk to people here and there. Like, after I went to orientation, I realized, like, dang, people really know each other and I don't really know a lot of people. So I probably need to kind of try to, you know, reach out to some people, make some little friends, whatever, here or there. So yeah, I tried to do that, and I met like some people through there. I met some people that I'm actually still good friends with to this day. So that was cool. But yeah, I didn't do all that group me stuff. And basically it was like, school started in August. I moved into Wilson Hall. I loved Wilson Hall. I don't care what nobody say. Wilson Hall, that's an all-girls freshman dorm. For those who don't know, all-girls freshman dorm. And even though people call it its names or whatever, I'm not gonna say the name, but even though people say that, like, Wilson builds some character. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all, that Wilson Hall, that's something else. But basically, like, y'all get the whole build up of everything that happened, everything that went on, and what guided me to choose TSU. And as of right now, I can definitely say that I am so grateful and so happy that I did end up choosing TSU, especially in HBCU, period, because it's changed me in so many ways. Like, especially because of the schooling that I had, I really was scared that I would go to an HBCU and wouldn't fit in. Like, you know, I'm not the only person who feels that way or who comes from a background like that. Like, a lot of people, you know, they'll think that if they go to an HBCU, they won't have anybody to fit in. Like, you know, I would just think that people would be like, oh, that white girl, or like this or that, because that's what people would call me back at home, you know. So I thought people would call me that at school. But I don't hear that at all. Like, when I got to TSU, I don't hear that at all. And I really like fit right in with a lot of people. So just my luck, you know, the people that I'm majority friends with, people from the Midwest though, like Illinois, Ohio, got some Memphis friends, some Atlanta. But yeah, those are like majority from Illinois though. But yeah, like, that's really how it all worked out. But I definitely love Tennessee State University. And if anybody who's watching is possibly, you know, nervous about going to TSU, or you have any questions, or you're excited, like, comment that below, or let me know if you have any questions. Like, I'm definitely here to answer any questions that anybody might have, because I understand how it felt like being that freshman or incoming freshman and you're nervous, or maybe you're not looking forward to it. Like when I tell y'all, if you're coming to TSU, you're gonna love it, but you have to remember that, like, I hate to say it, but like, this is Black people, so Black people be different. Like, they gonna do stuff on their own time. Like, they gonna do what they want. But what I definitely did see is that they care. Like, some of them don't, but majority do. Like, coming from schooling that I had before, predominantly white, it seemed like they didn't even care. Like, even when I told them I was going to Tennessee State, like, you know, some people, when you tell them that you're going to a HBCU, they be kind of like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, you know, they don't take it as a big deal, but it's still college, and it's a big deal if you're going to college or not. So, you know, yeah, I've like just ran into so many like really caring people who care about my education, people who want me to succeed and be successful. So Tennessee State has definitely molded me into a better person. It's made me so much bigger than what I was before, and so much better than I was before. So I'm so grateful for the experience being here. It makes me so sad that like I'm almost out the door. Like, I don't want to leave. If I could go back to freshman year, I probably would. Like, I enjoyed freshman year so much. If y'all want more like stories, I kind of have some stories, but I don't know. I don't be wanting to like share everything like on YouTube for everybody to see, you know, like, I don't know. I got some like good stories though. I definitely do. If y'all like, you know, just want to hear like maybe something like, I'm sure I'm gonna do more college series videos, but stuff like, you know, what to pack, how to this, how to that. I don't know. I can't think of stuff right now, but just definitely comment down below and let me know. But this does bring us to the end of this video, and I really hope you guys liked it. So this is the episode 2 of my college series. Yeah, episode 2 of my college series. So I'm gonna just keep this going because I love college, and I really want to continue to put into other people so other people can, you know, go into college with a steady mind, feel a little bit more comfortable for my videos and my help. Yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I really hope you guys liked it. If you're ready for episode 3 of my college series, comment that down below. You know, anything you guys want to see, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope I looked cute this video. It's a new setting, you know, sitting in the bed, sit on my bed. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Bye, YouTube. I never know how to end my videos, like, because I think that that's so like, bye. That's not me. Like, promise I don't have a clone. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to end my videos. So I just be like, all right, bye y'all.